Yemen has been mired in a civil war since late 2014, when the Iran-backed Houthi militia seized control of several northern cities and forced the Saudi-backed Yemeni government out of Sana'a. Houthi fighters, which had opposed the central government for a decade, launched an offensive in mid-2014, seizing parts of territory. Their conquests include the capital Sana'a and the Red Sea port of Hodeidah, a crucial entry point for imports and humanitarian aid. The conflict in Yemen between the Iran-backed Houthi rebels and pro-government troops escalated in March 2015, when a Saudi-led military coalition intervened in support of the loyalists, launching airstrikes on the Houthi rebels. On March 27, the coalition says it has full control of Yemen's airspace and has destroyed aircraft seized by the Houthis. In June 2018, pro-government fighters backed by Saudi and Emirati ground forces launched an offensive to retake Hodeidah, the entry point for 90% of Yemen's imports. United Nations brokered talks in Sweden between the government and Houthi rebels opened in December, yielding breakthroughs including a ceasefire in Hodeidah. In early 2021, the Houthis resumed an offensive to seize oil-rich Ma'rib, the government's last northern stronghold, as well as intensifying drone attacks against Saudi Arabia. According to the United Nations, the civil war has killed hundreds of thousands of people. The UN describes the situation in Yemen as the world's worst humanitarian crisis. Around 80% of its 30 million people depend on some form of aid for survival. But the UN warns aid agencies are being forced to slash life-saving programs due to a shortfall in funding. A UN brokered truce goes into effect on April 2 and brings a sharp reduction in hostilities. Its terms include resuming commercial flights from Sana'a airport, allowing fuel shipments into the rebel-held port of Hodeidah, and opening talks about lifting the 6-year Houthi blockade of Taiz. Despite sporadic clashes, the 2-month truce was renewed in June and again in August. The UN Special Envoy Hans Grunberg attempts to extend the truce to 6 months and expand its terms to include paying civil servants salaries and opening routes into Taiz. However, the Houthi militia reject the proposal, and the October 2 deadline passes with no agreement to renew.